Hi guys, how you doing? I wanted to look at something a little different today than from my normal videos. Instead of being a vlog or something of personal interest to me as much, I wanted to talk to you about something that I did this morning. And the video of that will follow shortly after this introduction. This morning, I went with a group of people to what they call a hybrid light pedestrian signal. This is what it is right here. So you can see it right there. And it's a light system for those who are blind, hearing impaired, or other disabilities, as wheelchairs and such as that. It's supposed to be easier for them to use to cross the road and other things. Now this is very important. Many of us may not think of people with disabilities such as these and the problems that they would have crossing a road that we wouldn't have. Now the signal is a good idea, but there are certain problems with it that you will see in the video if you watch the video after this introduction I'm doing now. There are certain problems with the lighting, the amount of time between each signal, the audio for the signal, for talking and telling you to go, and also other problems with the signs. And I'll probably narrate a little bit on that on one part of the video, because I want to say a little more than what I recorded. Okay, so this hybrid pedestrian signal is basically, let me open this up and show you what we got. As far as cars go, and I think they need to change to this. See this top one right here? This is fully black when no one's using the crosswalk. There's no light on. Alright? Now, I don't think this is a good idea. As you'll see in the video, people are not noticing this thing being a signal. And that's a problem. Because not knowing it's a signal, they're running it and different things like that. So as soon as you push the pedestrian button to cross, which we've all seen those, I would imagine, push the button to get the light to change so you can cross the road on the crosswalk. Alright. So it starts going to a blinking yellow. And it flashes for a few seconds. And then it goes to a solid yellow, telling people they should be stopping. Then it goes to a solid red, two solid red lights. And people are still running these things. So, from there, after the white walk signal, you know, this little guy right here goes off, and goes to the flashing hand signal, which is this one right here. These solid reds turn to blinking reds, like a railroad crossing, which means if there's no pedestrians in the walkway, proceed with caution. As you might have noticed in my other video, oddly enough, this worked out to go to the other video I just did the other day on lights. Never thought that would happen. This just came about today. And then when it's all done and the signal's off and they can go again, it goes back to a solid black again, which I think is wrong. There should be a green light so people know there's a signal. So, you push the button. The hand is up. Then it goes to a blinking hand. So when you push the button, little button we've all seen when you crosswalk, you push that button to engage it. They'll have the waiting red light, which we've all seen. The hand is just a solid hand. Then you get the little walk signal, and this device is supposed to say to walk. Alright. Now, about 7 to 10 seconds after that little man comes up, little white guy, little white walk guy, comes up and starts to a flashing red with numbers on it. It counts down, not from 17 like it says here in this pamphlet, but from 14. Then it goes back to the solid red, meaning not to walk, and the device starts beeping again. Now it sounds like a good system, and there are certain problems with it that you'll see in the video. Now I understand this is very good. I think this would be a very good thing. I've seen it in other places across Michigan, and it needs a little work, but like anything, something needs tweaking. So I think it's a very good idea for people with disabilities. I feel there's a big need for this. My sister and her fiance are both blind. I know people in wheelchairs, and I think as those of us who are able to walk without a problem, or see or hear without a problem, we don't think about these things. It's easy for us to cross. We can see the cars coming, But for these people who can't, they need these devices to make it easier. I mean, try to blindfold yourself and get across an intersection without any help. I think it'd be really tough. So this kind of system, this hybrid pedestrian signal system's a very good idea. But there needs to be certain bugs worked out of the system. So watch the video, and I think you'll see what I'm trying to say about these little bugs that are in the system and what needs to be done, I think, to fix them. And I hope you enjoy. And I know this is not like my regular video, but in working with Bob, which is my sister's fiance, and his business, Bob the Brailer, I've learned a little more about people with disabilities, for the sight impaired especially. And I think it's something that we should try to get involved in and help these people that need things like this to get around, to make their way to where they got to go. And that's how I look at it right now. So sit back and watch the short film I did of it. I pieced it together what I could out of it. It's not the most interesting thing to watch. It's not, no different scenery, but you can see what these people have to go through to get across and how difficult it would be with the normal items to do it with, but how much easier it could get with this. So sit back and watch the video that's following this introduction, and I'm thinking from there you'll be able to see how those who have disabilities that we don't have, how hard it could be for them to get around town without something like the hybrid pedestrian signal. It does need work. It needs some bugs worked out. I understand that. But these things can be very important. If you don't believe me, just try to go and do a crosswalk blindfolded, or have your ears plugged and blindfolded. Some of these people can't see or hear. Both my sister and her fiance are both legally blind. They can hear just fine, yes, but still trying to get around, you can't see, in a town that works for those who can see. It was built around people who can see, not for people who can't see. And I've learned through the business that my sister's fiance runs, Bob the Brailer, that it is hard for these people to do things that we may never really think about, because we can do them so easily. So sit back, watch the film. Understand it's not going to be anything like watching fireworks. It's not that interesting, but it's a good public notice, information, if you will,